What's up, everybody? This is the D to the L to the N, the DLN Sports, and this is the Cashline. Had a great day yesterday. Went up to the Tribe game. Had a ball, man. Had a ball up there at the Tribe game. Had a really good time. Learned a real valuable lesson, though. Learned a real valuable lesson, and that's don't bet with your heart. I got up there and I got to watching them Tribe players warm up. I acted like they knew I was there or something. I put it all on 'em. You know what I'm saying? And they lost 4-0. So a lesson learned, don't bet with your heart. But I got up there, I got hype. I thought the Indians was up there specifically playing for me or something. And they got their doors blown out. They lost 4-0. Quick shout out to my son, Kyle Porter, man. Playing quarterback, been playing that semi-pro football for a couple years now. Playing for them Canton Pit Bulls. Starting quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Starting quarterback. So just wanted to give you a quick shout out. Proud of you, boy. And like really proud father, man. Now yesterday, one thing good about it though, I didn't cash on them Indian stacks, but yesterday, check this out, y'all. This is about the process. I cashed in the PGA, that's golf. I cashed in the CFL, that's Canadian Football League. I cashed in the NASCAR, and I cashed in Major League Baseball on some other tickets. So trust the process, y'all. Trust the cash line. You know what I'm saying? We get into that cash line in all sports. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ryan helping me on that CFL. Shout out to my boy Brad Best up there in that Be the Best. He hit me this morning. He was up in that at that Atlanta Braves game. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the whole DFS community. But I got some questions like, how do you win at this? We win as a community in this thing. As far as in the cash line, we win together. And when them small wins and things like that, all these $5, $10, $40, $50 wins, you know, that's not where it's at. That's what we're doing now. But we betting light right now because it's baseball, and that's not really our genre. You know what I'm saying? So, but when that football start, them $40 tickets is going to be $400 tickets, and them $400 tickets is going to be $4,000 tickets, and we're going to change the landscape of this thing. Now, one thing important about this thing, you got to remember, y'all, bankroll management. Bankroll management. If you got $100 in your account, your DraftKings account, you don't want to play no more than 10 of it a night. If you got 10 in there, you probably want to play $1 a night. You know what I mean? Something like that. You can even use your quarters. Because in this baseball and CFL and NASCAR, we're doing a lot of quarters and a lot of dollars and stuff. But when that football starts, it's going to be $20 tickets. It's going to be $20 tickets, $100 tickets, $500 tickets. You know what I mean? And that's when you bang them for 100 grand and things like that. And it's coming, y'all. It's coming. And this, you got to remember, you got to stay in your comfort zone. If you got a slate that's a 15-game slate and that's too much and it's overwhelming to you, you got to go down. That's what I'm doing in this baseball, y'all. I'm playing them short slates, them 3-game, 4-game, 5-game, 6-game slates, so I can shorten my player pool. You know what I'm saying? And that helps me get to the cash line easier. Because when you got them 15-game slates, if you're not really good at what you're doing, I suggest you stay out of them. And because there's a lot of big boys and there's a lot of big boys in them slates and sharks in them slates that's gonna eat you up. You know what I'm saying? And we're playing price points. We're playing matchups. You got to remember, when you're playing names, we're playing price points and matchups. And somebody can be in a good matchup one week and you play them and they bang them, and the next week you thinking that's the same player, so I'm gonna go ahead and play them, and they ain't in a good matchup, and they give you a 0 or a low score. For instance, say you got a lot of times, like you'll take, say you got Odell Beckham Jr., you got him on your fantasy ticket, and you like, man, I can't understand why Odell Beckham Jr. didn't get me no points. You know what I'm saying? But what you didn't realize was that cornerback for the other team on the other side, they starting cornerbacks hurt. So they got their second and third string cornerback over there. And that's how that receiver that's on that side, that ain't never blew up before, all of a sudden he blows up. And nobody knew it. Nobody seen it coming. That's the information I'm going to give you. Things like that. We playing matchups, y'all. And then you got the chalk. You got the good chalk and the bad chalk. Now, the chalk in this fantasy world is, say Tom Brady's in a great matchup. You know what that means? Everybody playing him. You ain't the only one playing him, but that's good chalk. So you want to play him. That'll keep you with the field. But a lot of times, you can avoid somebody like that. And instead of playing Tom Brady, you can slip over here and play Aaron Rodgers or somebody like that who ain't too many people playing, so he low owned. So that way, everything he does counts almost double. Then instead of having a player that everybody got, so when he does something, it really don't mean nothing because everybody moving with you. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, a lot of times you can pay down. A lot of times the cheaper players are the ones that score the highest points. A lot of times it ain't the Albert Pujolses and the Joey Vottos and the big time players, or even the pitching. A lot of times, if you got a pitcher for $12,000, if you look at the scores at the end of the night, there'll be a pitcher that was for $6,000 that got you the same amount of points as that $12,000 pitcher. But you got to pick your spots like that, because if somebody's good, you got to play them. You know what I mean? If they good and they in the right matchup, you got to play them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, if you leave that good chalk alone and you say, "Well, I ain't playing Brady this week," and he blow up and you ain't got him, you out the money. Like I said, we betting light right now. But what we doing here in the cash line, y'all, we looking for that perfect line, and it's coming. We looking for that perfect line where you put the research together on every player, and you pick them 8 players, and that lineup just blows from top to bottom. That's what we trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming. It's coming. And like that'll be for instance, them times where you got Brady, you got Gronk, and you got Edelman all on one ticket, and you like, man, Edelman or Gronk didn't get me anything. You know why? Because Chris Hogan was over here in a great matchup, and he and lit them up. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about somebody like a Tom Brady, if you watch his games, if you pay attention to his games, when Brady finds somebody and he goes to him 2 to 3 times, he gonna go to him the whole game, because you know what that means. Brady done found a mismatch. And when quarterbacks like that find a mismatch, they eat it up the whole game long. Please believe it. Now, because when this NFL start, y'all, like we ain't getting all the likes and comments and the things that we want. But when this NFL start, it's going to be a group thing, man. And everybody going to be chiming in. We're going to be watching the games together the whole 9 yards. You know what I mean? And it's really going to go to another level. Now, and just like I said, in this cash line, we win together, we lose together. You know what I'm saying? We don't really exchange no money as far as that go until we hit them big bangers. When we hit them $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 tickets, and it's coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we exchange money, and that's like your tip your waiter type thing, because I'm giving you a good service. Because I'm gonna give you something that I'm gonna give you that player or two that you wouldn't have had on your ticket that helped you get to that 50 grand. You know what I'm saying? But you'll see that for yourself. I'm gonna post it. When the cash line do it, I'm gonna post it, just like I'm posting these 4, 5, 10, 40, 50, $75 tickets that we winning. When we bang that 20,000, I'm gonna post that too. You know what I'm saying? But so the people that ain't on that DraftKings before that NFL start, you might want to jump in there, throw your little 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks in there, pay you $1 or 2 a night, mess with the cash line, because we get to the cash line consistently, and you'll see that. Because once we get them tickets together and that NFL, and you in there chopping it up with us, and you say, "Oh man, I didn't know about that player. I didn't think about that play," and you was just playing the regular players, and we give you 2, 3 players that you had never even heard of, and they blow up that day. When me and EP and Ryan and Black Smoke and Jesse Henby and Travell, and when we in there chopping it up, and you can come in there and just listen, and have your little $1 to the side on that DraftKings ticket and say, "Okay, I'm gonna play him. Okay, y'all said that, I like that, I'm gonna play him," and then you take you 2, 3 players that you like, period, because it got to be your line. You know what I mean? And you play them. And then next thing you know, 2, 3 hours later, when the football games is over, you look at your ticket and they go boom. You know what I'm saying? And you'd have made you 50, 100 bucks off $1. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to be making thousands off of 10, 20, 30, $40 tickets. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a way to get a grasp on it. And like I say, why can't it be us? I'm talking to the right people. I'm talking to the right people. Why can't it be us? Why can't it be the cash line to hit that $100,000 ticket? You know what I'm saying? We got the same. We getting the same info. We getting the same research. You know what I'm saying? Why can't it be us? And it will be. And what we're gonna do with that football season, everybody gonna have the logo. Everybody gonna be rocking the logo. So when we're in them tournaments, you'll see, okay, there go that cash line logo again. All right. And then the next week, they're like, "Man, I seen that logo last week up there too." Okay, all right. And then after about 4, 5 weeks into the season, they like, "Man, I'm thinking I'm gonna mess with that cash line." You know what I'm saying? So just wanted to drop on here real quick, and that baseball today, I'm going hard. I'm going hard on that early slate. Just want to throw y'all this out to y'all. I'm going Greinke at 12.8. It's just a 2-game slate. That's 4 teams. I'm going Greinke at 12.8, and I'm going with the Red Spats, the Cincinnati Red Spats. And then I'm gonna have one line. I'm I'm going Grinky on mostly everything, but I will have one live where I fade Grinky in case something crazy happens and he gets lit up, and I'm going to go to them Diamondback bats. You know what I'm saying? So them bats is going to be the Reds bats, the Diamondbacks bats, trying to have Grinky on everything. If you're playing more than one line, you probably want to fade him on at least one of them just in case he get lit up. And that other line is going to be low on, and you'll go to the moon. You know what I'm saying? And the other pitcher I like on that is that Finnegan. He only 5,800. So if you taking Greinke, he 12.8. He gonna cost you a lot. But you can go down to that Finnegan at 5,800 and then match it up with them Arizona bats and them Cincinnati bats. But just wanted to hop on here real quick.